Man, these habits are killing your potential. We all have habits we know are destroying our lives one way or another. Whether it's alcohol, whether it's drugs, whether it's porn, whether it's scrolling, whether it's Netflix, food, so on and forth. There's a myriad of distractions that can lead to our demise. Myself, I had a problem with chasing women. When I was seeking woman validation and seeking sexual gratification, I was seeking to ejaculate. Mind you, even after I had given up porn, I still had a bit of an addiction to hooking up with women, to ejaculating at any cost. Even though I was not doing often, but I still had this objectification of women and the need to chase women and the need to ejaculate with them, whether it's massage parlor, prostitute, or just hooking up with women, especially when I was in Cleveland. Nowadays, I do not seek their validation that much. I do not really ejaculate that often, and I do not really participate in hookup culture anymore. But there was a time when I was really, really chasing. I mean, it took me many years to reach to that level of not chasing women. I'm telling you, chasing women is not the same thing as having experience with women. Chasing women is more done like a sport, like a compulsion almost. And you know you have a problem when you don't feel so good about yourself. Mind you, it doesn't mean I did not have fun. But the thing is, it's not really fulfilling and it's a huge waste of time because aside from ejaculation and a bit of experience, it does not really do anything for you, and it definitely doesn't do a lot of women, because what woman would want to be just a sexual object unless she also has issues? So it's a disservice to her, more importantly a disservice to yourself. So I had years of chasing women and years of seeking women's validation, and those habits are truly killing your potential, because I could have been on semen retention. I could be chaste and celibate and let go of those sexual urges, let go of the need for validation, like I am doing now, that I got better at with time, but I still wasted many years. I wasted many years, but sometimes that's what you need to reach your fullest potential. You need to waste a lot of time. You need to waste a lot of years until you get an epiphany and you know that you need to get rid of those old patterns. And that's what I'm telling you. Maybe you're not seeking validation. Maybe you're not chasing more. Maybe your problem is porn, alcohol, drugs, scrolling, food, so on and forth. Maybe your issue is not the issue I had. But still, we all have habits that we know deep inside that are ruining our life some way or another, or at the very least, ruining our precious potential. You have to understand, by having those bad habits, those short-term pleasures, you train your mind, you train your nervous system and your brain to have that cheap dopamine. That cheap dopamine will desensitize your brain and will make you unable to enjoy the rest of your life, because your brain is desensitized. The dopamine receptors are weaker and fewer in numbers. Therefore, the rest of your life, because cortisol is released by the brain to compensate, the rest of your life is more dull. You will not be able to focus so much. You won't be able to have so much energy. You won't be able to enjoy your day to day. And the way you escape that anxiety, frustration, is through doing more of those short-term pleasures I just mentioned in this video, whether it's chasing women, porn, drugs, alcohol, so on and forth. And that's very unfortunate, because that's how you waste your potential, because all the time you use chasing those short-term pleasure could be used to chasing more wholesome things like meditation, your goals, mindfulness, so on and forth. There are a myriad of activities that are much more wholesome than all the short-term pleasures I just mentioned. So the choice is yours. You don't need to be wasting your life. Or maybe perhaps you are right now you are on the edge of deciding to do something about it. And I'm here to push you over the edge and tell you, now it's the time. Now is the time to let go of those habits that are unwholesome and replace them, and let go of those habits, give up those habits and replace them with more wholesome habits like working out, meditation, and mindfulness, and many more. So that's it. We all have our issues. I'm not pointing fingers at anybody because I'm part of it as well. We all have issues, but there's a way out, and I'm here to help you finding this way. Thank you so much for listening. I'm Sebastian, your addiction recovery coach, and I'm here to help those of you who want to be more disciplined, desexualize their mind, give up porn and other addictive compulsions, and behavior I just mentioned in this video. Links in the description box below, and I'm sure I can help.